Julius Malema was forced to take a bitter pill in order to change. Many South Africans expressed their anger on social media as he promised to recruit more protesters. Most people think Malema is trying to rekindle a problem that has already been resolved. Please kindly subscribe to our channel. Turn on the notification bell so as to get all our updates. Twitter banned him for breaking their rules of service 11 hours after he sent the tweet. Due to extensive proof that the Zuma account is fraudulent, the microblogging service has taken the necessary action of banning it. Zane's distaste for social media is well recognized. Malema, who is typically composed, seems to be going through a difficult time. Perhaps his career has never been lower than it is today. Since he came out as himself, he has caused a great deal of dissatisfaction among South Africans. His detractors claim that he only sees the worst in everything and is purposefully undermining government projects in an effort to weaken President Cyrilramaphosa's administration. According to a former adolescent South African admirer of EFF leader Julius Malema, Malema is unsure about his life's purpose. In order to sidestep the inquiry, Malema said, "I am just unfollowing all the ones who are unclear about what they want." With their assistance, the youthful, fervent politician who has always supported refugees and undocumented immigrants has failed to turn his life around. They have run away from him since the demonstrations damaged their businesses and neighborhoods, stripped them of their means of sustenance, and forced them to move their families. They had many break-ins at their spaza, kiosks, and businesses. Unlike large organizations, a large number of MSMEs lack comprehensive insurance. He ordered the unfollower to cease any future activity after clarifying that a person's social media following was unrelated to whether or not they agreed with his political views. In fact, he said, "You don't have to share someone else's views in order to follow them. A great approach to spend time with someone is to just talk and laugh for hours on end. It's always exciting to listen in since you never know what they could say. The problem is that, despite my best efforts, I have no control over the circumstances." This raises a second point that has been raised. Julius Malema will never be elected president of South Africa, despite his overwhelming popularity. It becomes more and more obvious with time that Donald Trump is the person hiding behind the black mask. Everyone, even the foreign visitors, blends in when they go. Even Malema's followers are starting to question what the protest would achieve as more and more warriors turn up. He disapproved of the looting and damage that took place when criminals and demonstrators took over private property. The looters and rioters don't seem to care that so many cars and businesses have been destroyed. Once again, renowned MK party supporter Nathi Sithole gave an impassioned speech that attracted a lot of media attention, in which she harshly criticized former President Jacob Zuma. Sithole's comments reflect the growing discontent among certain political leaders, especially with Zuma's legacy and his dealings with different groups in the nation. Despite recognizing Zuma as a good man who does not take offense at insults, Sithole made it clear that the MK party will not take a same stance. "We are not like President Zuma. He does not respond to insults. We are not him," he said, adding that the MK party members had endured great hardships and would no longer put up with alleged betrayals. Given that the ANC and its former leaders are presently dealing with internal strife and public scrutiny, his remarks are made under political turmoil. Sithole slammed Zuma's relationships, saying, "We have endured indescribable suffering for an inordinate amount of time to permit a narcissist who collaborated with white individuals against us to obtain funds to sustain his fabricated lifestyle." This remark highlights a belief held by some party members that Zuma's policies have harmed black South Africans' interests. A need for responsibility and an unwillingness to give in to perceived injustices are implied by Sithole's vehement words. Former Umkhonto Sizwe MK members founded the MK Party, a political organization that has come to represent those who feel excluded from the larger ANC organizational framework. Sithole's comments reveal a commitment to a more forceful approach to resolving complaints and defending the rights of individuals they serve. Sithole's words may have resonant ramifications.